Okay, Sam, here we go. So I just took this one off. And I'm going to take this one off. The motor's a little bit too much out of the water, so that needs to be down a little bit. And then I'm pushing the boat out. So generally when you're with people, somebody can push and somebody can drive. And then this down or back is reverse. And make sure the floaty isn't behind you because we don't need you running that over. The trim is this button here, up, down. So I'm going to trim it down because we're out in the deeper water now. And you should be able to, this is the trim thing that tells you how far to go. There we go, it's all the way down. I'm reversing again. Kind of going backwards again. Lucy, no, Lucy. Shutting the door so Lucy doesn't jump off. Obviously a little trickier to do when you're by yourself, but you're a smart guy. You figure it out. Okay. And then this is neutral. Right in the middle here. You can kind of see arrows. And so now we're going to go forward. So we're pushing it up. The more you push it up, the faster you go. Now I'm slowing down and I'm pulling it back down to neutral. So I've got it in neutral. And then it's not as bad right now because it's late in the summer, but sometimes when it's super weedy, you can tell the steering wheel shakes a little bit and it goes slow. Like when you try to go faster, it just feels like something's pulling it down. So you put it in neutral and then you just go ahead, and I'm just in the middle of the lake, no one's out. And then you just go ahead and gently reverse it. Let's see if we get any weeds. See well, you can't see it in this picture. So basically the weeds came off. I could see them. So then you put it back in neutral. And generally if someone else is on the lake boating rules are you're supposed to go counterclockwise. When no one's out here, it doesn't really matter. So we're pushing forward. So we're going faster again. My puppies like it fast, don't ya, puppies? And there's really slow down again. So I want to slow down again. So and gently slow down, especially if you have people on the boat. If you go too fast, it jerks and then people fall. So I'm not putting it in neutral, I'm just keeping it at a slow speed. So the other thing is you don't need to worry about running into underground logs or sandbar. We don't really have that. So basically the complete opposite side of the lake from us is there's no houses. So you'll see once you get over there, you definitely do not want to go into the lily pads or into any big glob of weeds because that'll clog up the motor. Stay away from that kind of stuff. You can get close to it because it's kind of fun because that's where wildlife is. You'll see turtles and cranes, and we actually have a couple eagles out here. People that were here last weekend saw them fishing, and it was super cool. So anyway, that's basically, and then, you know, keep the doors closed. There is an anchor on the front of the boat, so if you decide you want to go fishing or something, or the kids want to go swimming out in a deeper area, I'll show you where that area is. Because it's our lake is super low right now, so it's very low by the dock. So for dogs and little kids, great. For teenage kids, nah, they're not loving it. So the flags, you'll see my next door neighbor has a Canadian flag and a United States flag, and then that's how you'll kind of know where our house is. So basically, when you're maybe a football field and a half, like 100 to 150 yards out, and you'll go like to right about here, so you can kind of see where my house is. You can see where that little house is with the windows. It's right around here, and when you don't see any weeds, in the water, that's where there's a deeper hole and it's fun to swim. So let's see, I told you and there's life preservers, and all you have to do is open up the seats. I also put towels. There's towels in the house that I put on the seats when I have dogs and kids on the boat, just to help keep from scratching it or, you know, doing anything to it. So, and then when we get back, I'm going to show you back here. There's an on-off switch. So currently it's in the green on. So when you're using the boat, it's in the on switch. When you finish using it, you turn it in the off switch. But I'll show you that when we get up a little closer to home. So there you go. That's what I know.